G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel. As I called that in a previous video where I did a project update tour of some of my project trees. Now I want to show you some of these shimpakus. Let's go through them. So some of these are the ones that I wired up last season, probably 6 months ago to a year, and I put heavy gauge wire on there. And now it's time to just have a look and see if it's ready to come off, or do we change the style, change the angle, do we do anything with it? So I'm noticing some of the inner buds or inner foliage has died off a little bit, which isn't too bad, not a big deal. But what can we do? Do we touch this? Do we leave it? Is it ready for anything? It's got some heavy wire on it. I'm trying to figure out why I did that. It's always interesting to see the reasons. Let me have a think about what this one was, and then we can have a look. So lots of twisted branches in here, lots of dead bits, but what it is nice healthy foliage on this section here, which is good, which is actually it looks like I've done a big twist. There's a big twist bend into here and making a tree in here. So I think ultimately that's something where the tree's going to look at looking just using this bit and getting rid of the rest. So let me just do a bit of cleanup and maybe we can actually see some of the results. Now, has the wire done its job? Let's have a look. It's put a really big bend in here and down and around. So interesting, very interesting. Not meaning, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just doing a little quick cleanup. Pretty much just taking out the dead bits, the dead branches, the dead bit of foliage. It's a little bit moving in the pot, so maybe it isn't ready, maybe it hasn't really established itself. So maybe this is just a look and see, do a bit of a clean up, remove bits that are not necessary and just let it get going for another season. It's important to have a look, I guess. And then the other thing is I don't want the tree wasting energy on areas that are no longer necessary. So that's probably the other decision that we do. So what do we do here? So again, nice healthy, nice strong here. This looks very weak. But what it is it's actually twisted bang round on this branch around here and creating all this foliage. It's just this bit is kind of not necessary, and this bit. So anything that's above there, so I'm just remove this bit of wire. I think I must have did that for some reason to bend that branch, but from all thinking that isn't very nice. We're going to be using this, I can tell that already. So why waste? I think it's why waste energy on that. Plus, there's a low branch here that's getting very ill and sick. So probably because I'm not getting enough sun, so that's probably another bit gone. So really we're just going to have a nice twisted tree that's just this. So why don't we just start, why don't we go that way? Why don't we go for it? So I think that's probably what we'll do. This will be the focus bit, and we'll get rid of all that. I might leave that as a gin, so and I'll do the gin now. So that's all gone. I'll just use these as cuttings, you never know. Might work. Anyway, leave them alone for now. And then now this bit down here is not looking healthy, so but I'll leave the wire on it only because it's anchoring the rest of the trunk. So I'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm just going to clean up some of this. What I can see is a really nice tree. Maybe there's a nice little bit of dead wood there. There's a trunk that's dead there, so that could form something as well, or not. But I'm not going to really do much more. I'm just going to let now this tree recover. Got rid of that bit which isn't pretty. Maybe we'll be using this bit, so maybe I'll just bend these guys around as the next step. So bend him this way and then that way. So just create some more angles. And there's another branch back here. Maybe I'll try and bring him right around. See if that works. just trying to create something here, maybe they'll grow and elongate and we can just gin them off anyway. Maybe we just use this little bit here, but today was more, this tree is not ready, I guess, but we've done the next step in the process, so it's important to do the next step. Okay, so we have now potentially a nice, really twisted, contorted, nice trunk. Not wasting energy on anything that's not required as much anymore. We have this little bit of deadwood I like, but there's some foliage growing at the base, which I don't think is needed, so we'll get rid of that. So really now what we've done, remove the unwanted parts, because we have an idea of what the best parts of this tree are. We don't know what the style will be, we don't know what the look will be, but it's got a really cool, nice big fat trunk. I should just dim that off. I just ring bark it around with my knob cutters. Where am I? Take the bark off. Cool. Very easy. Just let that go, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do. The tree is ready for the next phase of its growth. Maybe in 6 months' time we'll have a look at it again. Do we wire it up then? Do we change the angle? I just want to leave it now. I just felt like it was still a bit wobbly in the pot, so maybe it was repotted recently or something like that. So that's it for now, until we come up with a better idea. So I'll do one more look at one more tree, and then we'll have a look at that one, and then we'll see what we can do. Okay, so that's tree number 1, finished for now. Alright, let's see at tree number 2. This is, well, I'm trying to get in there and show you the thing. There's a dead actual trunk here, so that's something we'll play around with. There's another dead branch in here, and then there's a nice little twisted tree. Really cool, actually. There's a really cool twisted bit in the middle. Then there's also a couple of nice ones on the side, twisted up. Okay, let's have a clean up. The small twigs are no good, so we'll get rid of you and leave the trunk. I have a really interesting idea here. Now there's a trunk in here that's foliage. There's a trunk in here that's foliage. Otherwise there's just this tiny little tree in here with this gin and deadwood. So, interesting, very interesting. Either my thinking is wait until winter and we'll layer those 2 trunks off, maybe. Big maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe they're ground layered because they've been buried, so it could be ground layered as well. There's a trunk in there, because I really like this little bit guy in the middle. This has some really interesting bends and can make a really cute little mini. So yeah, I think the focus is going to be on this main tree in here. What am I going to do with these 2 guys here? You know, having a clump style this small, I don't think it probably doesn't do that well. I don't think it'll look that good. Or I could gin these both and have dead pieces as well, like 2 big dead trunks, and then just the top bit here. That's another thought. So I'm not 100% sure here, but yeah, let's see if I can ring back this if it's not too old. Let's get this deadwood off. because when it's a bit deader, I mean, it's a little bit harder to take off, but it's not too bad. So it just comes off quite easily. It doesn't not. It kind of flakes off. Still easily enough done. Very cool. But as I said, there's an actual really nice tree in the middle here. So this is more of a, maybe it's a wait and see on this one. I don't want to do anything too drastic yet, especially if I could grow these bigger, air layer them, possibly ground layer. This one looks like it's coming down further down, so it might be an opportunity in winter to have a look. If it's got roots on that side of the trunk, maybe we can take that off. Maybe we can have, maybe there's a possibility of a twin trunk with these two. I don't think we should have three, that's all. With three, it's going to be quite big. It'll lose the focus of the nice deadwood tree in here. Or we can have three trunks, one dead one there, two dead trunks, and just the main one alive. Nice little small little radii. I think that's really cool as well. But yeah, I'm not ready for that piece of work, but at least we had a nice look at the tree. I need all this to grow and fatten the tree up, so I won't be cutting any of the healthy stuff. But yeah, interesting, very nice, interesting little tree. But yeah, it's the next step. So we had a look at it, made a few changes to it. Nothing too drastic. I did the gin, had a study of it. I like the thinking and the ideas. So again, sometimes you can't do the work. You need to actually just go, can't do anything. Just make these little changes, and that's enough. Let it grow on, have some ideas, come back, go, okay, that's a better idea. Let it grow for 6 months. I'm going to let this grow for 6 months until August or July, August, when I have a look at them again. And then when I actually try and have a look at the roots, and maybe that can come off, maybe we do an air layer, take that trunk off, something like that. But not yet. This is an example of you can't really do much with this one at the moment. Study it and see how you go. So that's 2 trees I've had a look at. I'll do some more videos on some other ones that we've wired up in the next phase, and they're going to come up soon. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you can get notifications of new videos. I'll see you guys soon.